we're also joined by the Honourable Bill Boyd, Minister of Energy and Resources, who was Minister of SaskPower. I think when some of these early discussions occurred, we want to acknowledge that, and Minister Yogi Hugabert, Minister of Corrections and Public Safety, and we'll miss a few other legislative colleagues, I'm sure. Apologies for that. But I also think that for a while anyway, the Minister Cheveldayoff mentioned that Doyle Vermette, the MLA for Cumberland, was also here for a bit. There he is right there. Welcome here, Doyle. We welcome Doyle as well. To Chief Lonechild and to the Vice Chief, to the representatives of the FSIN. Welcome to your Legislative Assembly building. We offer that same warm welcome to the other chiefs and the vice chiefs that have joined us for what is an historic day at the Legislative Assembly. In my view, SaskPower, we know, is going to have to acquire, on behalf of a growing economy, about 2.5% more electricity every year throughout the next decade. That's one of the challenges of a growing economy. And so it's our government's view that SaskPower proper doesn't have to own and operate all of the generating facilities to meet that demand for a growing economy. And so if we've made that decision, if we've decided that it's important to partner with others to be able to provide that electricity for a growing economy, we should stop first at our First Nations to find out if we can develop a supply partnership there. The good news is we can. The good news is First Nations from across this province for some period of time have been more than expressing an interest in this. They have been participating in requests for proposal processes when SaskPower has indicated to the province and to the country that we would like to be able to have more power to offer, especially renewable power to offer. And so we know there's a good deal of interest today in terms of potential hydro projects. We know there's a good deal of interest amongst First Nations today in terms of wind generation. There may be interest as well in biomass. And today we celebrate a brand new partnership. A memorandum of understanding between the government through SaskPower and the FSIN through the First Nations, and actually specifically a brand new entity called the First Nations Power Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an opportunity for there to be a sharing in the growth of our province and a sharing in the wealth of our province as it relates to an increased demand for electricity with First Nations, but only if we are going to ensure that they're a part of the stream, if they can be a part of supplying those electrons, if they can be a part of the jobs that are created when new generating facilities come on stream. We now have a brand new partner representing all First Nations on a volunteer basis, those First Nations who wish to participate. We have a new partner to work with to make sure we have streamlined all the processes that might exist to engage in these kinds of partnerships for SaskPower to work with First Nations that wish to supply energy to the province and benefit from the opportunities that come from that. Some might say, well, this should have probably happened a long time ago. You know, there's a rancher in southwest Saskatchewan who is fond of saying, reminding me that there are two best times to plant a tree, 20 years ago and today. We didn't do this 20 years ago or 10 years ago as a province. We probably should have, but we didn't. But we do it today. We stake out this new partnership with First Nations, and we seek to ensure that with respect to a growing province, that there is a sharing in the opportunities. That is what is evidence here today. So again, Chief, we welcome you here, and Ben, and we look forward to what will come from this partnership on behalf of a province that needs more electricity, and First Nations who need to be an even greater part of the economy than they already are. Thanks very much for coming.